We've been talking about the 10-fight series we're going to produce in Europe, and we're going to be opening the office there in the next 30 to 40 days and hiring a whole new staff. And I think we announced Drew Samuels as matchmaker, Paolo Pagatti as our head of production, and our head of operations and our executive that'll be running the office there and spearheading the initiative in Europe is Mr. David Green. David, come on up.
Well, thank you, Scott, and hello, everybody. And very excited, I have to say, to be starting this new chapter of Bellator in Europe. I mean, I've worked with Scott for many years, and I've known him for many years, and I've worked with him for quite a bit of time on some co-promotions in the UK, and I've always admired his promotion, and I think he's always exciting, and I'm looking forward to bringing that flavour into the UK and Europe. We're going to start off next year, and I think this decision by Bellator to invest in the region is hugely significant. It's what the fans need, it's what the fighters need, and it's really going to be a special time. So obviously we're a few days in, so not so much information at the moment, but we'll have lots more coming up for you soon in terms of dates, locations, and everything else. But what you can guarantee is there'll be some really high quality, great events across Europe in 2019. Thank you.
You know what? I thought the fights really delivered tonight, and our new partnership with DAZN launched this evening, and I think from top to bottom it was a great fight, night of fights, and I had some really favorite moments in the night. One was Rampage and Wanderlei. That was an amazing battle, man. You guys brought it. But without DAZN, this wouldn't be possible. We have Mr. James Rushton, the CEO of DAZN. I'd like to have him come up and say a few words about the evening. Thank you.
Thanks, Scott. I'll be quick because I appreciate the fighters are here and you want to be speaking to them. I just want to say a big thank you to Scott, the team, the fighters, to fill the venue, to put on a great show for our first main show with the guys in Bellator. We're really pleased. It was a huge success for us. All the social media sentiment and all the comments are all very positive about the quality of service. The numbers are good. We won't have the final numbers for a few more days, but the indicative numbers are very good, so we'll leave here very pleased. And again, just a big thank you to Scott and all the team. Thanks, guys.
So we'll bring the fighters up? Yeah. Wanderlei Silva, please come up. Rampage Jackson. Lima. Pico. Exactly. At this point, why don't we just open up for questions? Yes.
I have a quick question, Scott. You just mentioned Europe. We're from Blood and Sweat RU, which is a Russian MMA site. Okay. And we're just curious if you're going to be possibly starting shows over in that region.
We actually had an offer from a Russian television company and a Russian promoter to do something there. Is it imminent this year? Probably not, because we're so busy with so many fights, but going into next year, I think that it is possible. As you guys know, there's some great fighters over there, and we'd like to tap into some of the talent, and we'll see, but it's something for this year is going to be impossible.
It's the end of the year.
Yeah, and honestly, like when I think about Fedor, whatever happens in his next fight, or if he wins, going to the next fight, it would be something that would be, I think, a dream that he would end his career fighting in Russia. So that's something that we would talk to him about, win or lose in October or in January. But that just has a very nice ring to it.
We find that you're tracking big there.
Scott, now that Gegard has beaten Rory to defend the title, is Lovato Jr. next? Is that next for Gegard, do you think?
I mean, that's the fight that Gegard said he wanted when I was in the ring with him. He also said he wanted to fight Machida, and you know, we'll give us a day or two. But you know, I think Lovato is right up there. I think he's one of the top contenders to fight Gegard, and you know, maybe we'll put that fight together because I know Gegard wants to fight right away. You know, if he could fight in the next 3 or 4 months, I think he'd want to do it.
You gave Pico a big test against an 18-4 fighter tonight. Can you assess his performance?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you know, it's like watching lightning. You know, it's so impressive because the amount of pressure that Aaron puts on his opponents, and the amount of firepower he has, and the skill he has standing up, you know, striking, going down, getting up. I mean, you know, he can fight at all different, you know, levels. So he's extremely dangerous, as you guys can see, because he fought a guy that was a title contender. This guy was no joke, and you know, I think Aaron picked him apart, and then you know, took it to him quite easily. So I think that says a lot about him and his ability. But you know, when Bob Cook called us, you know, about 3 years ago, I think it was about 3 years ago, huh? And you know, I went to watch him wrestle, and was impressed because he's so explosive, and we made an understanding that when he got through with the Olympic bid and Olympic trials, and the bid to the Rio, then he would go into MMA, and I think he's done an amazing job, and I think the future's very bright for him.
For Aaron, right after the fight, it seemed like you kind of called out Patricio Pitbull, who was in Higo's corner. What exactly happened there at the end?
No, all I said was your time is coming. It's true. It's a new generation of fighters, young fighters, and the clock is ticking down for him. And every day that he goes and trains, there's a guy like me just waiting to get a shot at him and take his belt. That's just how it goes.
How soon do you think is realistic for a title fight like that?
To be honest with you, it's really not up to me. My whole job is just to progress as a fighter. That's so important to me right now. I'm very young in my career. I have a lot of things to work on. Like I said, it's not being the best fighter doesn't happen overnight. It takes many years, but all I can do is progress and take each fight as they come. That's my job.
And just last for Scott, there was some issue, I guess, on Channel 5 in the UK where it went off the air before the main event. Can you explain what happened there?
Hey, you know what? I know that it was actually I mean, Dave Schwartz, you can come up.
Government regulation that at 6 a.m. That content was not suitable, so they had to switch to children's programming. Peppa the Pig, yes.
Yeah, I mean, listen, guys, that's a hiccup, but you know what? We will definitely fix that moving forward. And you know, honestly, you know, we thought that we would be way off the air before the 3-hour mark, and it just didn't happen. And you know, we ran over, and you know, Peppa the Pig took over, and that's what happened.
Next question.
Question for Gegard. Congratulations. In the fight, you used the jab, and there was a lot of shots that were coming straight down the middle. Was that the plan from the beginning, that you saw that Rory's a little bit open and available for that jab?
Yeah, I knew I was faster. The game plan was to keep it to straight punches, no hooks, and hurt him and make him come and maybe put pressure on him for him to shoot and take over. So actually, the fight went pretty much the way we planned.
So there were no surprises from Rory tonight?
No, because once I was jabbing, it was surprising that he didn't do much, but he didn't punch that much. I think I was the more active fighter. I thought he was lighter, he would do more.
Question for Rampage, right here. And you were going for knees in this fight. Was that kind of poetic that you was trying to finish Wanderlei with the knees that he finished with you with back in the day?
My first fight with Wanderlei, he kneed me in the face like 14 times. So yes, I was trying to knee him. I was trying to with everything I had to knee him. But you know, you gotta give goddamn, I'm drunk. You gotta give Wanderlei respect, man. He wouldn't let me knee him. Like, come on, Wanderlei, let me knee you. Damn, I owe you.
The series is now 2-2. Are you thinking about a 5th fight?
Honestly, I wasn't thinking about a 5th fight because last time I beat Wanderlei, he dropped weight classes. It's a dream come true that he comes up to heavyweight, because I thought, like, God, I'm too fat to fight Wanderlei now. But you know, he came up to heavyweight. which means he's a true soldier. And after the fight, he said, you know what, we 2-2. He said, now somebody's got to be the victor, you know what I'm saying? He said it. So he surprised the hell out of me. So I'm down with the fifth fight, but I don't know if Scott is down with the fifth fight. But I'm down for the fifth fight.
Scott, yes. Are you down with the fifth fight?
Call me next week. Let's have another conversation.
Hi fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else.